Get yourself a coach. Now, you're probably asking, X, how do I get a coach? Do I make a post on Craigslist, on a Smash forum? No, well, if you happen to have a friend that is usually over your shoulder, cheering you on when you're losing, even though you only took one stock, is also giving you tips after the set, telling you where you went wrong, what you could have done better, then congratulations, you have a coach. If you don't happen to have one of those type of friends, then go out and make one. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of players who don't enjoy playing the game but like to commentate or even give out tips. Even though they don't play the game at a high competitive level doesn't mean they don't understand it at that kind of level. Some people just don't want to try and be number one. Some people are just content on either commentating or helping people out, and there's nothing wrong with that. Having a coach will streamline the process of adapting, figuring out your flaws, because at the heat of the moment, some players just don't see their flaws. And I talked about that in my last video. At a certain level, you're not gonna be able to adapt on the fly, which is what separates the pros from the good players. The pros, when you see them play and you see super close matches and it's always last hit, last stock, they're just out adapting each other. It's their skill mixed with their experience, mixed with them out adapting each other, which keeps us on our toes, and it's so good to see. Just because you're not at that level where you can adapt on the fly doesn't mean you'll never get there. It's always good to have a coach regardless of what level you are. Even high level players like Hungrybox had a coach for a while. So that's just a testament to how amazing it is to have a coach slash friend being able to be by your side even through the toughest times of either you losing or even during your greatest times of you winning. And I cannot stress this enough. Thank your coach. Take him out to dinner. Do something. If he plays, also be his coach. After he loses a set and he's out of the tournament, talk to him about his flaws. This will actually be good practice for even you. If you're able to see other people's flaws in their gameplay, it'll just level you up so that way you're able to start seeing your own flaws. Just reciprocate those feelings back. Tell them that that's your homie. You know, don't just use them, because at the end of the day, they're doing you a favor. So return the favor back. And for the tournaments, like the bigger tournaments where coaching is banned outside of pools, you guys gotta respect the rules. Always respect the rules, even during locals where you can coach after your set, but not during your set. Please do not coach during the set. Please do not yell out during the set, oh, you're jumping too much, or your opponent just jumped, finish him off. Like, no. You know, there has to be boundaries and there has to be rules. And there is rules implemented in the bigger major regionals. But until then, go crazy with your coaching. You know, to the coaches out there, you guys are doing God's work, because you are definitely helping out players like me who have a coach like my boy Professor Finessa and Master Mike, which I also have a short story. I was versus, I believe, the best Lucario in New York City. His name is Vivi, but at the time he was using Incineroar. This was about a month and a half ago. I was dominating with my Chrom, but as soon as he had me off stage, he kept doing the Incineroar counter, but the Incineroar counter doesn't have a lot of knockback. So what would happen is I'd up B, no matter how good I spaced, I just wouldn't snap on the ledge. So after like 8 times of him doing it in a row, I died. You know, I was like at 120. I went from like 75 to 120 in a matter of like 15-20 seconds of me trying to up B. So I lost. There were really close matches, but I just couldn't clutch it out because he kept doing that counter on my up B. My boy Master Mike watches the set. I look at him, I'm out of the tournament, and I say, hey bro, I tried. I feel like I was dominant on stage, but off stage, I just didn't know what to do. He said, dude, you could have easily just directional air dodged after the hit of the counter. And I was like, what? I'm like, damn, at the heat of the moment, it just didn't come to mind. But now that I look back at it in hindsight, it's just so obvious. And obviously, Vivi gave Master Mike the stank eye, like, yo, you really just helping him out? Like, are you serious? But anyways, guys, that's my story. So remember, guys, your coach will be there to show you your flaws, tell you where you went wrong, tell you where you could have gone and done better. Also, raise your morale after you lose, because, you know, it's not their job, but because they're good people, you know, those are always pluses to have. even after you lose and you feel like you're not doing good enough. They're there to cheer you up and to show you that, hey, you still have time to improve. So people in the comment section down below, tell me a story of when coaching actually helped you out. Or do you guys have any friends that you guys want to shout out in the comment section down below who always coach you and always go the extra mile to see you succeed? Because at the end of the day, a coach just wants to see you succeed. They're your homie at the end of the day. Treat them with respect. Reciprocate those feelings. Help them out whenever they have a set. Obviously after the set. And if there's rules prohibiting coaching, then obviously you can't do it. Then do it after the tournament's over. Record those matches. Do what you gotta do. Anyways, this is your boy X from Let Me Smash Gaming, and I'm out here.